Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Color Out of Oz. We are in Scenario 7, Defense of the Realm. It's a war scenario. But maybe we're not battling a lot of little monsters. We're just battling this guy. Who looks really cute, by the way. I would like him. Alright. You've barely begun the return trip when a sudden magical glow surrounds you. Its color is familiar, giving you no reason to panic, but the rocky scenery suddenly transforms. You are once again in the throne room of Queen Ozma, with both she and Glinda looking anxiously at you. The screams of the citizens and rumble of stone roar dully from outside, and you rush to the upper floors of the palace to take rapid stock. The Emerald City is in utter chaos, as buildings shake and unearthly hues flash at the city walls. Large arcs of protoplasmic mass rise up and collide into the city's defenses, both physical and magical, steadily wearing away both of them. So beyond, you at last see the color in a single concentrated mass. It roils like boiling tar, unpredictable and lethal, its unearthly glow bathing the withered landscape in the same maddening shade. Ruggado did survive the infection, so we're gonna read Provoked. The surges of color lash out towards the city wildly, striking viciously but with surprising focus. Ruggado, still barely recovered from the possession, clutches his temples and stamps his feet in painful resistance. I can feel the poisoned earth all around us, he hisses. The color is straining, hurrying. The gnome struggles to remain conscious as palace servants summoned by Ozma carry him away to rest. You brace yourself to face the fury of the color, if it is even capable of any such emotion at all. If the Emerald City falls, the world falls. 1 second, I'm going to go close the door because my furnace just turned on. Okay. We've done a bunch of setup. I randomly rolled to see where my Doom would go, and it's on the north wall. So I have to successfully attack an enemy at north wall, move to a connecting wall location. We have a bunch of stuff in play. We have a bunch of locations. We have the color out of space. It is massive and pervasive, so each location with one or more Doom on it. While you're fighting or evading the color out of space, it gets plus X fight and evade, where X is the amount of Doom on the location you are targeting. We also have a bunch of these story cards, which I have not read, but notably, I'll read the act and agenda. Agenda 1A, Besieged. This is it. The final stand against the color. Whether or not you'll ever be able to find a way to expel it from Earth depends on you surviving these next vital hours and preserving the Emerald City. When Doom will be placed on this agenda, instead place one Doom on any intact location. That's why the Doom is on the north wall. With one Doom on it if possible. Then if there's two more Doom on that location, flip it. At the end of the round, if there is one or more Doom among cards you control, test brain 4. If you fail, move one Doom from a card you control to this agenda. If there are no intact locations in play, you must immediately advance. Color theory. While the majority of your companions look to defend the surviving citizens, you and your chosen retinue must focus on repelling the color. You must leverage every advantage you've earned from your time in Oz. Now is the time to discover just what, if anything, can oppose the color. Check the campaign log. For every 2 entries listed under advantages, reduce the clue requirements for this act by player. Okay, so we got 2, 4, 6. So we just got to do some quick math. I reduce it by 3 per player. So then we need 10 clues. I'm going to quickly just grab one of these, because it'll be easier. Oh, advantages, sorry. Thank you. These. It's been a while since I played this one. Alright, advantages. So we need 8 clues then. Right? No, we need 12 clues. I can do math, it's 6. Where would I be without you, chat? Playing something wrong. That's where I would be without you. Entries listed under advantages. Preparations, advantages, they're so close. Maybe those could be changed, but I'm just coming from a man who's just the everyman playing Arkham. Okay. Alright, there's a million things going on. I don't know if I'm into this scenario already. Hopefully it'll change my mind, but I'm kind of already just kind of going a little bit cross-eyed on this one. Alright. We start in the Palace of Oz, and then we have 6 more cards to read. Okay. Not even mentioning all the face-up locations. Okay. Amid the chaos enveloping in the city, the curious boy named Button Bright has once again gone missing. Dorothy tells you that he has a habit of disappearing and showing up again unscathed. But nobody likes the odds of surviving the color alone. Hopefully he hasn't gone far. As a lightning bolt, discard a non-weakness card from your hand. Add resources to the card equal to the total amount of symbol of book, foot, and wild icons discarded. Exhaust a copy of your boon companions. Add 2 resources to the card. If there are 8 resources on this card, move the story card to the victory display. Remove the story card from the game. Are they just single side? Okay, so this is just a way for us to earn more victory. This actually doesn't matter for the objective. Like, maybe it's something to do with afterwards, but right now there's nothing telling me I need to do this for the scenario. Dorothy's Uncle Henry and Aunt Em had an effort in part of the city to preserve as much food and water as they can. There's no limit to what the color can infect, and without these vital supplies, the defenders will be weakened severely, to say nothing of Oz's future. Spending amount of resources, add an equal amount of resources to this card from the token bank. If there are 8 resources. Okay. The Beasts of Burden! Betsy's mule Hank and the strange block-like Woozy can leverage their strength and stamina to save a number of citizens, but Hank is skittish, understandably, and the Woozy is unfocused by nature. You have to calm and encourage the pair to get them to work effectively. So this is the Fist, Brain, or Wild, and we can also do the same thing. Herding cats. The Glass Cat and Eureka, Dorothy's pink cat, are both clever and capable creatures, but even in these dire times, they are petty and fickle. Convincing these two to help could save a great many of citizens, but it would mean a great deal of time and effort flattering their swollen egos. Discard an asset you control, add 3 resources to the card from the token bank. Exhaust a copy of your boon companions, once again if there's 8 resources. Okay. So, I'm going to wager. This one, I got that. We don't have any. I actually said that on stream as well. See, chat, you also make mistakes. No, I did, because we didn't have any. That's why I was so quick, because we don't have any problems for this. We have no damage by witches, and it was not damaged by the invading army. So, that's why it was so quick. Okay, so there's nothing telling me that I need to do these, but they imply that I can save a great many of citizens, even though it doesn't actually give me clues. So it probably does something going forward, so we probably want to try to get some of those. This wall is going to get destroyed. Am I worried about getting the clues on it in the victory? I don't know. We probably lose the victory when it flips. I'm going to wager, but I could be wrong. I actually have no idea what to expect. We have 2 more cards to read, not even mention the locations that we're on. Okay. Glinda. After a color enemy attacks you, you take 1 for your damage or horror. Any investigator at Glinda's location may activate this ability. During the investigation phase, move Glinda directly to any location. Investigators may activate this ability from any location. Okay, that's a powerful card. Ozma. After you activate the first lightning ability on a boon companion, you get +1 skill value for this test. Any investigator at Ozma's location may activate this ability. During the investigation phase, move Ozma directly to any location. Alright, cool. Alright, now we got some locations. After you successfully attack an enemy at North Wall, move to connecting wall location. After you take a draw or resource action at East Wall, move to connecting wall location. That's cool. After you successfully evade an enemy at a South Wall, move to connecting wall location. And after you play a non-fast event at West Wall, move to a connecting wall location. Emerald City Streets connect to the wall and the neighborhood locations in the clockwise and counterclockwise direction. That's why I have these little arrows here as well. When you would gain a resource, instead add 1 clue to this location from the token bank. This effect can trigger multiple times when getting that resource. We gain more than 1 resource. When an enemy enters the location, add a clue to this location from the token bank. I'm going to forget to do that for sure. When you would heal damage or horror, instead add 1 clue to this location from the token bank. This effect can trigger multiple times. Okay. And when a treachery enters play at this location, add 1 clue to this location from the token bank. And finally, we got the Royal Palace. Stop 9 cards your deck for an Oz asset and draw it. Shuffle your deck limit once per round. Okay. Alright, I think we're finally ready to at least resolve our mulligan. I have Shaggy Man, Scarecrow, Cowardly Lion, and the Sawhorse joining me today. Okay, I think I killed these 2 cards. Yeah, that's pretty sick. I mean, I like what I see with, like, these cards. If I get rid of Dorothy, is that okay? I think so. I like the easy mark. I like Tristan Botley, not that we're going to play him legitimately. Sorry, not that we're going to cheat him in, and we're definitely going to have to play this MFer legitimately. We have never had the chance to actually play him otherwise. Yeah, I'll just run like that. Oopsie. One too many. Combat training. Okay. How do we want to do this? That's the question of the day. Okay, and this MFer, he's massive. When you're fighting or evading the color out of space, it gets +X fight and +X and evade, where X is the amount of doom on the location you are targeting. Okay, so he's hanging out over here right now. Okay. I mean, we just need 12 clues. That's an easy place to start. So why don't we play a Faustian bargain? I need 8 resources. So then, Leo, you can take the other 2, I think. And then I'm going to spend... Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, we'll run like that. I'm going to play a Lola Santiago. And I think I'm also going to drop down a lockpick. Okay. Over here... I mean, we gain a resource. I think we play the Enchanted Blade. I think I'm going to just hard... Actually, no, sorry. We use... we don't gain a resource. We're at 7. We play Tristan for 4 with our ability. We play the Enchanted Blade. I'm going to fast out the combat training. We'll play an easy mark. Because we're at 0. So we'll gain 2 resources. We'll draw a card. Oh, fuck. Okay. And then I think I'll draw a card for my last action. Because we need a new ally. For sure. For sure. Alright. Upkeep. Cheat death. Disengage when you would be defeated. Disengage from each enemy. Engage with you. Discard all cards in your threat area. Heal 2 damage and 2 horror. And move to any reveal location. If it's your turn and your turn, remove cheat death from the game. Okay, sure. Alright, so now this one gets destroyed, but the doom stays on. I see nothing about the doom leaving. Then if there's 2 more doom on the location, flip it. Hey, it's purple! I wish the text box was also purple. That would be fun like this. I love the whole big purple color here. I wish this also turned all purple. While it has 1 or more doom on it, it loses victory 1. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we don't need to worry about that then. So it doesn't have victory 1. Okay. But we do want to, like, get victory. But the problem is then we have to start destroying these ones. But luckily we can get the victory off those. I don't know. Alright, so encounter decks. Let's see what our encounter cards are for this scenario. Test foot 3. This test gets +X difficulty, where X is the amount of doom on your location. If you fail, for each point you fail by, take a damage or exhaust a non-weakness permanent asset you control. Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, I'm going to use the Boon Companions to give ourselves +3 foot. So we're going to go 5 to 3. That's Ozma's thing. So yeah, we'll go 5 to 3. -2. If there's 1 more doom on your location, take 1 damage or 1 horror. Okay, we're good. Over here, this is going to surge. Nothing has decay on it. Alien Aurora. Put Alien Aurora into play next to the agenda deck. Search the chaos bag for the 2 highest non-symbol chaos tokens and seal them on Alien Aurora. Okay. Seal the tokens. Sure. All right. Well, I think Trish's turn's pretty simple. We're going to move over here. And then I'm going to spend 2 resources. This is the brain. Yeah, Fist of Icons. Okay. We're going to play our... What are you doing down there, brother? We're going to play our Lucky Cigarette Case, and then we're going to use lockpicks to investigate at 10-3 for our last action. We'll ignore that. So we got 9. So we got to look at the top 6 cards. And now here's where Trish is going to start doing the dirty. I think I'll take the breaking and entering, maybe. I mean, I like the foot one. I like this for that location. We could come up here and do the In the Shadows, but we can also get there. I think I'm going to take... I mean, honestly, I think I might just take the burning the Midnight Oil. More money's never a bad thing. Alright, so we grab a clue. Okay. Leo. We'll draw a card. Okay. I think Leo will move. I'll draw another card. I think I'll play an easy mark to close things off. Hey, Mitch Brown, you soak. Upkeep. Alright, so we're going to put a Doom on this location, I think. I think we're going to just do the walls first. I don't foresee myself getting a lot of victory from this one. Alright. Sudden Breach. Attach Sudden Breach to the furthest intact location from you without another copy attached. Decay 2. Place 1 Doom on the attached location and discard Sudden Breach. Then if there's 2 more Doom on attached location, flip it to its color side. Take 2 damage, 2 horror, any combination thereof. 1, 2. I mean, we could just put on the west wall over here, and Leo can go deal with... Oh, sorry, I guess all of them are... Actually, so that, I thought that was Trish's card, but no, it's ours. They're all 1 location away from me. So I'm going to put it here, and we'll go solve that problem, I think. Chromatic Aberration. Well, there's a card at Chromatic Aberration is located with Decay X. It gets +X fight. And gains Retaliate. Well, there are 2 more cards at Chromatic's location with Decay. It gains Massive. Okay. Hello, sir! How's it going, brother? Alright, so Decay, if I remember, we remove it at the top of the upkeep phase and it triggers at the end of the round. I could be wrong, but we can go back and check. We're on page 34. Everyone remember that we parked in the itchy lot. Start the upkeep phase, remove a horror at the end of the round. Yes. Which location was the extra clues from enemies? I'm pretty sure it was the top right location. This one's Treacheries, and then these 2 are my game effects. Okay. So I think we're probably gonna... Oh, I didn't grab the... I was like, of course I grabbed the... Of course I grabbed the... Breaking and entering, why wouldn't I? But that's okay, because we can just spend 2 to play this. And then we can lockpicks it up, baby! I'll commit a Eureka to this as well. So we're going to go 11. 11 to the game's 3 for our first action. Yeah, I'll ignore that. -2. So we succeed by 6 again. I'll resolve the Eureka first. Did I shuffle my deck? I guess I did, huh? I will take... I think that you handle this one. Okay, Eureka's done. And then we'll now search the top 6 with our lucky cigarette case. I have a Relic Hunter. I'm going to grab the other lucky cigarette case, I think. We're going to grab a clue, and we're going to evade this guy. Yeah, I also like False Covenant. It's just a good way to, like, say no to the game. And saying no to the game is more fun than saying yes to the game. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to reasonably just stay at this location this turn. So I'm going to Burning the Midnight Oil. And we're going to investigate at 5-3. And we're going to pass. Watch this. See? And then I think I'm going to... I was going to do the Boon Companions, but I think I'm just going to drop the other lucky cigarette case. And now we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon, and it's going to be glorious. I think that we want to move Glinda here. And I think we want to move Ozma up here. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest. Leo's going to move to this location. Leo is going to... Oh, sorry. We're first going to actually play our good friend Mitch Brown. And then Mitch Brown is going to very kindly soak this for us. And then I think for my last action, I'm going to drop down a survival knife. And I feel like I've done nothing this whole... I feel like I'm doing nothing. Guard Dog, let's go! Okay, so Doom, this one flips. I feel like it's already over, to be honest. Okay. Crumbling City, test foot 3. Hey, okay. See, this is why I moved Ozma over here. We'll get the Sawhorse again and be 5-3. Let's go! Over here, we got Tainted Supplies. Put Tainted Supplies into your threat area. Decay 1. Lose half your resources. Oh, that's okay. That's fine with me. We'll just spend all of our resources. Yeah, love passing skill test during the Mythos phase. Hell yeah, hell yeah. There's nothing better. It's what we do. It's why we get up in the morning, folks. Okay, so we want to do one of these objectives. I think we want to get one of these done. Because if we can get one of these done, it means that we can kill that location when it eventually gets turned into Hell World. All right. Yeah, we will. What do these do? Nothing we care about. We'll use another Obfuscation to lockpicks this location, and we're going to go 10-3. So we get to look at the top 3 twice. We basically just triggered 2 Eurekas, which is kind of sick. I'm also probably going to evade this guy. Give me... I'll take that, I suppose. Oopsie! You don't see what I did, but I actually opened up like the whole Steam overlay thing. Oh, we have a Justify the Means in this deck, huh? Yeah, that's kind of sick. Breaking and entering is also really good. I'm about to lose my resources. You know what? I think I'm going to take the Promise of Power. Because I'm going to, as my second action, I'm going to exhaust this to add 2 resources to this card. We got to talk to the damn cats for sure. For sure we got to talk to those damn cats. And then I'm going to discard this to add 4 resources to this card. Okay. And then, I think for my last action, I'm going to move to this location. I think, once again, we're just going to be foregoing the wall XP. And instead try to focus on these cards on the inner side while progressing the game. Okay. And then Leo gets to go, and I think Leo's going to come and try to kill this guy for sure. I think we're going to move Ozma over here, I think. Leo's going to go 1, 2. Oh, sorry, we're going to play Guard Dog before we get going. We want Guard Dog in play. One, 2. I think I'm gonna actually just discard I mean, I could attack this guy at 7 to 4. But I also could just, like, wait to do it next turn. And I could just, like, oh, I can't do that. I mean, so then we're gonna attack him? Interesting. Kill him next turn. Drop that. I mean, we can also drop that next turn. Yeah, I'm just going to attack him, I think, with just the survival knife. We're going to go 7 to 4. I would like to use the charges on attacks that will kill the enemy, unless we get stuck in a little position where we need to, like, kill the enemy, you know? Upkeep. Oh, Vicious Blow is sick. Hey, there's finally my, my breaking and entering. Okay. Bing! Pooling Who's. Put Pooling Who's play next to the agenda deck. When a color enemy would enter this discard pile, instead spawn at the furthest location. Okay, yeah, that's annoying. That's certainly annoying. So we probably want to evade this guy again. We probably don't want this guy to live. Unless we draw an enemy here. No, sorry. If there's no copy of Chromophobia in your threat area, put into play in your threat area, otherwise it gains Surge. After you draw a color enemy encounter card, take 1 horror, test brain 3. If you succeed, discard Chromophobia. Well, with 6 more cards, we can play Cheat Death. Alright, so we're going to try to evade this guy. When a treachery enters play at this location. Yeah, we're going to add a clue to this location. Let's go! Alright, why don't we start by trying to get rid of this. So we're going to use the Shaggy Man, and we're going to get +3 because of Ozma. So we're going to go 5 to 3. -2. If this is on a test, on or against a color card, how dare you? Alright, so we fail. I'm only going to try it once. We're going to also then move this guy over here, I think, with her ability. And then we're going to lockpicks this location. Oh, sorry, I had to lose my resources. It's at the end of the round, so we lose 1. You lose half your resources, round it up. Okay. I mean, Leo can come and do that for you as well, I think. But we're going to lockpicks for our second action. We have 10 to the game's 3. So we succeed by 6, so we're going to look at the top 6 twice. I'm going to grab the Shadow Agents, for sure. I want to get that Otherworldly Compass out yesterday. But I think just getting this out of my deck is kind of sick. And then we're going to do it again. Grab. I have the I'll take that. I guess I'm going to grab the justify the means. And then for my last action, I think I'm going to just put a clue down to clear this out. Trish is going to be a little bit slow going, but then she's going to get there. Okay. Well, we'll try to evade this guy. We're going to go 5 to the game's 2. Using Ozma and the Sawhorse. Is equal to half the number of color locations in play rounded up. So it's a -2, so this guy will be evaded. Everyone, you can clap. Everyone clap. And then I think I will discard the overpower to put 2 more resources on this. And then we get to put this in the victory display. I heard clap, so I clap. Astute Dunsparce, that's why you are #1 chatter. Okay, so that one's solved, which means that we now have our first interior location that we can start trying to get rid of. And we have 4 clues. We're not doing great in the clue department. We're getting 1 clue around, which is not a winning number, to be completely honest with everybody. Alright, we're going to go 7 to 4. And then we're going to go to 7-4 one more time. Nice. This is going to go away. And then we go upkeep. Radiant Smite. That's a card in these decks? A second Obfuscation. I feel like this scenario is already done. I gotta pick up my... Well, I mean, once I get my Otherworldly Compass, we're gonna start going to the moon, I think. No! Alright, well, you guys know what time it is. It's time to ride on the Sawhorse as the city crumbles around us, 5 to 3. We're good. Cancel the effects but not the icons of each skill committed to this test. No problem! Ah, it's a color card. After you draw a color encounter card, take a horror. Attach Sheep into an S you control. Attach card gains the color trait. This is going to cause to trigger... Oh, I mean, I'm just going to put it on this. And then we're going to just give it to the cats. Because cats love toys, you see? Cats love toys. So yeah, we'll just put 3 resources on this. I have my other Obfuscation in my hand, which is all that matters. Okay. Well, let's pick a lock. We have 10 to 3. So we look at the top 4 twice. Let's do it. There it is, baby! I'll take this as well. Okay, and now we get to go to the moon. So we're going to play the Otherworldly Compass for our next action. Sorry, we grabbed a clue. And then for our last action, we're going to use this. And this one is connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations. So we're going to grab a clue with Lola Santiago. And then we are going to test at 5 to 0. And now we're talking. Okay, yes, here we go. Trish Scarborough is about to go off to the races. We're going to attack this guy at 7 to 4. Yep, he's dead. And then Leo's going to move in here, and then Leo, I think, is going to... You're always exhausted. I'll draw a card. Okay. And then we get to go upkeep. Oh no, I was supposed to try that. That's what I was supposed to do. I have to lose a card here. think it's going to be the lock picks. Wait, why was he supposed to be wonderful again? Because he's got a lot of money. And we love money. I see a billionaire and I say, please, sir, let me lick your boot. So that's what I think when I see the... Oh, I guess I should also bring these guys with me. When I see the wizard. Alright. Nearest location with one or more cards with decay. After you deal excess damage to his health, take one horror and move one horror from each card to your location with decay X. Thank God we got survival knife, baby. When a treachery enters play. Terror. Test brain 3. This test plus X difficulty. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, we will use... You know what? I think I'm gonna have you handle this one for you, Leo. And then Leo's gonna do what he always does, which is go 7-3. Let's go. Good job, Leo. Alright, Trish should go first. And I think Trish is going to lock picks at 10-3. Nice. So we succeed by 6. So we'll look at the top 6 twice. I think this is one of my first times I've done 2 lucky cigarette cases, and it's insane. We're going to grab an additional clue because of Trish's ability. So we're going to look at the top 6 twice. Honestly, I'm going to take your junk. Give me the otherworldly compass. Oh, I'm also going to... I'll take this thing. And then we'll do it again. Give me the promise of power. Yeah, illicit school pills. What is it all the kids take these days? To stay focused? That's what it is. But it's non-prescription. That's why it's illicit. Okay. So those were our first act. That was our first action. I think we want to move up here for our second action. And I'm going to... definitely just discard this card, and that card to do the whole that. Let me just put that in here. We have found Button Bright. That son of a bitch. Button Bright's at it again. And then I think for my last action, we're going to use the Otherworldly Compass. We're going to use Lola to grab a clue. I'm going to do... We'll take the pill. So we're investigating at 5-0. -2. So we're going to grab a clue with the... Is this a must advance? No, there's no objective, so we can advance it at any time. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Then we discover an additional clue with this, and we discover by 3 or more, so we also get to heal a horror. Okay. Oh, did you guys see the 1-2 punch we have here? Alright, let's attack this guy with the survival knife at 7-3. Nice job. He's dead. And we don't deal damage in excess. Because apparently... I mean, I do think Beard was incredibly successful at this scenario. Sorry, this campaign, about kind of like targeting all across the board for like various strategies. I think Beard did a really, excuse me, good job with that. Okay. I'm going to discard Mitch Brown. Sorry, brother. To add 1, 2, 3. We're going to send Ozma up here, I think. And then I have 2 actions left. Draw a card. It's an ally. Draw a card. Okay. I mean, Polychrome's kind of sick. We'll go upkeep. I have to lose some cards here. I think the machetes can go, to be honest. I think I like everything else a bit more than those. Especially now that we have the second enchantment blade. Albeit, we haven't seen a boss yet, but I'm going to wager we're going to have something to fight coming up soon. So that flips. Oh, maybe we can remove Doom from stuff. Otherwise, why would these have this? I don't know. We're going to see what happens. I mean, we're probably going to advance at the start of this turn unless we get crazy stuff out of... Okay, let's see what's coming. They got all the outer walls, so they're going to start getting inside, but luckily we have this one and this one, but I mean, we can see that maybe we can start pushing back. I feel like Trish is now fully set on and ready to rock. Okay, what do we got? Warped Vessel. The color out of space is considered to be a Warped Vessel's location. After you attack Warped Vessel, if the color out of space is ready, it attacks you. What the fuck? I'll use this to go 5 to 3. I'll go 6 to 3 with the Eureka. Nice. I guess give me the Burn in the Midnight Oil. Want to put off that other one as long as we can because it will kind of stay forever. Okay, I'll spend my 12 clues to advance this, and I think this can then go. You apply the knowledge and tools you've gathered for the daunting task as best you can. The core mass of the color is more resilient than the splotches and remnants that have thrived on the surface until now. But as the mass advances, it seems to take more time surrounding and infecting the city's emeralds than the rest of its material. It dawns on you that the color is light, and for some reason that is a color in itself. The distortion of light through a gem is like a weak prism, affecting it in a way. No earthly prism could be enough to dissolve the color, but Oz is hardly an earthly place. You scour the city for the purest of emeralds and call in the assistance from Ozma and Glinda to imbue them with the fairy tale magic, of Oz. Cautiously, you approach an infected section of the city and hold the prism up to the light. With some careful manipulation, the refracted light begins to sear into the color, causing it to recoil like burnt foliage. The prism is slow and ever shifting, but without a doubt having a strong effect. Okay. If you're at a color location, with some creative application, the imbued prisms can actually drive the color out of its victims. Expel the invading entity from the Emerald City before the city falls. If you're at a color location, test any skill 2. This test gets +2 player difficulty, is considered to be on a test on a color card for the purposes of other game effects. Investigators of location may spend up to player clues as a group to reduce this difficulty by 2 for each clue spent. If you succeed, remove 1 doom from your location. If you succeed by 2 or more, remove 1 additional doom from your location or connecting color location. If there is 2 or fewer total doom among all locations in play, advance. Wild. What the fuck? Okay. So we can spend 2 clues to reduce the test back to 2. I said 2 too many times there. So it's 6 difficulty. We can spend 2 clues. Be careful of attacks of opportunity when doing that. Good call. Good call. I see the doom now for the north wall. Okay, I see that. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. The only problem is I feel like we're gonna be like in a race against this for the next foreseeable bit. If you succeed by 2 or more. But I mean, like, in theory, if we get these ones dealt with, we have less we need to deal with other things. But I imagine it's actually going to be pretty tight, all things considered, once we get near the end. Leo's probably going to want to pick up some clues where he can. I think we probably want to just grab some clues, and then we can use an obfuscation to start trying to like clear off a bunch of these. This is the resource one. We have a lot of resources that we can just put into this. Okay, well, I think Leo's going to go first. Leo's going to play you. So she has, you get +1 skill value during tests printed on or performed against a card with the color trait. And then we're going to attack you after you attack. Give me... We'll use the Enchanted Blade. So we have 7, 8 to 3. So this guy's going to die, and we're going to take a damage and a horror. I have to put it on my soak first, lest we lose our combat training. I mean, I can put the damage on the combat training. This guy is dead, though. This will spend the charge as well. So we're going to draw a card and heal the horror. We have no horror to heal. Ariastrad is sick. I think we're going to exhaust the Boon Companions to herd the last little bit of the cats. Congratulations, everybody. And then I think we're going to send Glinda up here, and I think I'm going to join you at this location. That should be up. No, we use that during the Mythos phase this turn. Okay, Trish is going to do the lockpicks. And we're going to go 10 to 3. We succeed by 4, so we're going to do the thing that's kind of broken. I'll take the deduction for sure. I'll take the other deduction for sure. And then I'm going to move... We grab that clue. Then I'm going to move over here. And I could Otherworldly Compass. But I think I'm going to actually burn the Midnight Oil. And I'm going to commit my deductions, I think. How many are these connected to? 1, 2. They're connected to the other walls. Okay, so these are also going to be 0. So we actually can grab both of these clues for no actions. For 1 action. Yeah. So I'm going to gain 2 resources. Did that already. And then we're going to investigate at 5, 6, 7, 8 to the game's 3. We have 5, so we got to grab 1 clue normally, a clue from this, and 2 more clues. Okay, Trish is starting to build her army of cards. So her army of clues that we can start doing the outside. I'm also Can you imagine if we drew the tablet there? That would have been sick. I think we're also going to spend 4 resources to get some emergency provisions going down. And I'm going to move Ozma over here. And then we can go upkeep. Okay. We're going to put the Doom on, I think, this location. And then we'll go evil cards. Infested Renegade. You have a lot of health. While Infested Renegade has 2 for your health, it gains Retaliate. While it's at a color location, it gains Alert. Cool card. Task. Place 1 Doom on a task location and discard Sun and Breach. Then has 2 or 2 more Doom on it. Flip it to its color side. The furthest attack location is going to be one of these. I think it's this one, actually. Okay. The far streets and far walls are both 2 away. Well, we can't do any of the walls, right? Because it has to be to an intact location. And these are not intact. These are color. Okay. I'm gonna fast out this obfuscation. And I think we move in here. We're going to do the test on this one. Sorry, on this. If you're at a color location. So we're going to use the obfuscation so we don't take the attack of opportunity. And we're going to test any skill 2. So it's 6. I mean, I'm going to spend 2 clues, I think. And then I'm also going to use the Justify the Means. Add 2 curse tokens. So then we have 5, which it's automatically successful. So it goes down to a 0. So we remove a Doom from our location. And we also get to remove a Doom from an additional Doom from your location or connecting color location. So we're going to grab these 2. And then, with our last action, and this is after you draw any color encounter card, so we would have taken a horror there. With our last action, we're going to Otherworldly Compass. This is going to be brought down to 0, because this is connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to grab a free clue with Lola, and then we're going to test 5 to 0. Oh, I actually probably should have used my magnifying glass, my Lucky Cigarette cases, but we'll do it here, and we'll look at the top 3. Take the Orphic Theory? I don't know. We're not really going to have time to play things anymore. Give me the other Justify the Means. Because we're going to be spending clues pretty much every turn from here on out. Like, we're basically, like, our next few turns are kind of just set to do this. And this guy gets +1. I mean, we also have the breaking and entering once we get the resources. While you're fighting or evading the color outside, +1 is Doom on location you're targeting. Roger Dodger! Okay, I mean, Leo, we're going to do the combo, I think. We're going to add 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do this Radiant Smite. Why the fuck not, right? So, we're going to seal 1, 2, 3 Bless tokens. So we are 8 to 4. Seems good. It is good! That's a -3, I think. 1, 2, 3. No, still -2. Okay. So this guy gets... He takes 4. I mean, we could have put the Vicious Blow to actually have finished him off, which was definitely a misplay on my part. But we don't kill the guy, which is kind of sick, so we get to return those to the token pool. So we get to return them to the cup. Okay. I think I'm going to move into this location. This guy can attack me. The dog's going to kill him. And then I think I'll spend 4 resources to help with the last little bit here. And now what is Leo to do? What is Leo to do? This is going to decay down. I think Leo has to head over there, right? Leo's going to move here. We're going to try to get rid of that. Okay. Upkeep. That's a good draw. No, that's not how that one works. Oh yeah, Leo does have it's the color test, and we can also put resources into it too. Also like overpowers and stuff. Yeah. Ain't a bad idea. He can just like pick off small places. I'm down. I'm down. Okay. No. Okay. I mean, Leo has bigger problems to deal with right now. It's this guy! Alright, so we're gonna take a horror from the color. And then we're gonna seal the top 2 tokens. Okay. Oh, I feel like my Trish turns are just going to be the same thing over and over and over again. Okay. Well, let's Radiant Smite. Seal 3 Blessed tokens. We are 8-4 or 9-4 technically. That seems good enough for me. Do I want a Vicious Blow? I kind of like the idea of keeping these. I might just kind of like repeat exactly what I did last turn. Justin, what color would, just upon seeing it, cause you to take a horror? Honestly, probably like black in the toilet after I took after I crapped. That would probably be the true horror I would take there. All right, we can release these again. Yeah, Leo's gonna have to help. The thing is, Leo doesn't have time right now. Leo's gonna be helping in the near future. All right, we're gonna move in here. 1 on the dog, and I think 1 on this is going to kill that guy. I'm going to clear this out, I think. We're going to kill the combat training, because I can just fast out my other combat training. And then I think for my last action... I'm gonna gain a resource. Trish is gonna move in here. Trish is gonna obfuscation we're going to spend 2 clues. I'm going to use this to get plus... Oh, sorry, we're going to move you here. And then we're going to get plus 3 books. So we're going to go 8 to 2. 5. Sorry, 6. So we succeed by 4. We're going to do it. But I get to remove this 2 doom. Is this really the only way to do this? Oh, no, there only has to be 2 or fewer doom. Okay. I thought it was no doom. But 2 or fewer, I think, is doable. Okay. Then for my last action, I'm going to Otherworldly Compass, grab a clue, and test 5 to 0. Oh, I have to do this as well. What was it, top 4? Top 3? We had 8. We drew a -2. Top 4. I suppose give me the break-in and enterings. Give me the perception. I looked at the top 5. That's okay. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Cool. We'll grab this clue. Okay. Upkeep. Tristan Bodley's back. I can discard a card. I think it's gonna be the Faustian. I'm still banking on this. Okay. We put a doom here. That's a little bit annoying. Okay. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity to do this test. Investigates your location may spend up to player clues as a group. Okay. I think we're going to kill the guard dog, which actually damages this guy. But then we are 6 to 6. Sorry, I want to move Ozma over here as well. I'm going to use the Cowardly Lion to go 9 to 6, and we're going to use this to go 11 to 6. That's a -3. So we have an 8, so I can remove this doom. I'm going to draw a card. Oh, Priest of Two Faiths, you say? Yeah, I think I'm just going to play that for my last action. It's 3 blessed tokens, right? Okay. Trisha's gonna move, but we got a heroic rescue. So, move to that location. if you're already not at that location, engage that enemy and it attacks you instead. And then I'm going to deal it a damage. Heroic Rescue 2. Cross it off the play all card challenge. We've done it. All right, Ursula moves up here. Sorry, Trish moves up here. I'm playing Leo and Ursula, Leo and Daryl, Leo and Trish right now. I'm playing so many Leo decks. All right, give me breaking and entering, please, for my second action. So we're going to go 10 to 4. You do not exist. You cannot sway me, curse token. It's a -3. So we have 7 to 4. So this is going to come back into my hand. I'm going to grab a clue. Oh, I should have done this as well. You know what? I'm going to say I did it. Because it would be the right thing to do. So I got to discover an additional clue. Oh, no, sorry. No, I don't need to do that because we're going to... Right. This evades him. And then we grab an additional clue with our ability. Right. That's what I wanted to do. And this comes back into my hand at the end of the round. Oh, at the end of my turn. Okay. So now we're going to test the thing. I'm going to spend 2 clues to lower it to a 2. So we're 5 to 2. I'm going to do foot and we're going to go 9 to 2, I think. That's my last action. 11 to 2? Yeah. So I can remove 2 Doom. There's 2 for Doom on all locations. Advance. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get this victory. Because I think we're done next turn. I think it's over next turn. I'll move Glenda over here. Why not? I don't think I'm going to use her, though. She can kill the Priest of Two Faiths. He's done his job. He's like a bay leaf. We're done with him. All right, and then we're going to attack this guy 7 to 3 with the survival. Well, actually, we do it before, don't we? Yeah, he's dead. He has 3 health. This guy is gone, but I think I'm just going to burn him. He can go away. Actually, like War Vessel, if he's ready, it attacks. If the color out of space is ready, it attacks you. He's sleeping! Then we gotta go upkeep. Hey, the Day of Reckoning is finally here. Falser Mentex. Thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. But thank you for being you. And welcome to the goddamn table. I mean, I'll get attacked to get the 1 victory, right? Not that we need it. We have a fucking cheat death in this deck that we weren't even close to using. All right, let's see what we get here. Hello. They come in pairs. Okay.
Fatality.
Lucas GBO, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime subscription and welcome to 2 months at the Golden Table. How's it going? Happy Tuesday to you. And I hope you're having a good one. Okay. So I think Trish is gonna move into this location. And we're just gonna get hurt. Like that. And it's gonna hurt us. And then I'm going to obfuscation one of these two attacks as we are going to otherworldly compass here. So I'm going to use Lola to grab a clue, which I will use to evade this guy. But we had to take damage from one of them, I think. Yeah, like that. And then I'm going to test 5 to 0. Nice. We'll grab a clue. And then I'm going to spend 2 clues to do this test at 2. And I'll just justify the means, add 2 curse tokens, and get it done. And we get to advance! If there's 2 or feudal doom among locations in play, thumbs up. Carefully, but with as much haste as you can manage, your purgation, I've never heard that word before, of the color finally causes it to recoil entirely. It leaches away back outside the city walls, conglomerating far out in the blasted landscape. If there are 2 or fewer attack locations in play, resolution 2, I believe we have 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go! We go to resolution 3. Yeah, I mean, I like this scenario. It was less daunting once you put it into action, but I'm not surprised that's the case. I did feel like there was a little bit of just chores at the end. It felt a little bit like, you know, like sweeping. You don't like to sweep, but you have to sweep. But yeah. It feels nice to save Oz. I also like that there wasn't like an enemy arrives here, an enemy arrives here. It was just kind of like spreading. Kind of neat. Okay, release this. Resolution 3. Was that an AVP win? You know it. In the eerily silence of the colors retreat, you take weary pause to appraise the city's state. The green glint of emeralds still catch your eye intermittently as sun filters through the gray cloud cover. Against all odds, the Emerald City stands, tarnished perhaps, but still proud. Now all that remains is to secure its future for the whole world by going on the attack at long last. In your campaign log, record the investigators defended the Emerald City. Let's go! You love to see it. Proceed to Resolution 4. The surviving citizens of Oz emerge timidly from the least damaged structures, wondering their fears aloud. Ozma and Glinda do their best to assure the public as you take what brief respite you can. You'll need every bit of your strength and cunning to finish the task ahead, for it will decide whether the color meets its match or if Earth is destined to be as barren and alien as the countries outside the city. Each investigator earns a victory X, which I believe, as we talked about, was 8. We have 4 on the walls, and then 4 in the victory display, so 8 XP. I haven't pad to write that on. We're going to mark a fatigue next to all of our friends, even though you hate to see it. So we had the Scarecrow, we had the Shaggy Man, we had the Lion, and we had the Sawhorse. Poor TikTok. I don't get it in real life. I don't get it in the game. Okay. Proceed to Interlude 4, Illumination. Still fatigued from the city's defense, you summon your strength and begin to march. Dorothy, also weary but trying to keep positive, walks alongside you with Toto trotting behind her briskly. We fought those monsters several times now, but I ain't never seen them run from you like that before. If you can keep doing that, I suspect you'll run them clean out of Oz for good. It all sounds so simple in the words of the Kansas farm girl, but pressing the attack is the only choice. You continue your walk toward the closest gate to the color, and one by one your companions rejoin you in your march. Like yourself, they have been tried and tested in the long fight against the color, and are ready to do or die. As you approach the battered entryway, the guardian of the gate stands ready, if nervously, to open it for you. Any last words? Time to say, we may not make it back, time to say anything unsaid, so this is just flavor. But I can read the following sections in order. I'm only going to read the ones I like. Okay? I like the Pumpkinhead. Jack Pumpkinhead sits on a nearby fence post with his own head in his hands. He runs his hand over it like a fortune teller with a crystal ball before finally returning it to his shoulders. I've been worried all this time about my head going bad, but it's the world going bad around it instead. Maybe it's unkind to say that about the world, but I've seen pumpkins go just as bad. And when they do, all you can do is take the seeds and grow another better one. Do you suppose that'll work with Oz? Yes, Jack, I think it will. The Frogman! The Frogman practically leaps before you in contrast to his dried and somewhat pale appearance. I'll share with you some wisdom I've determined from our recent perils. Something we have been sorely lacking. Instinct. We have behaved as wisely as we can, but our foes defy sound wisdom and well-thought advice. What else remains to fight with, then? Reflex and raw skill. Truth is wisdom, so you must be true to our own natures. These will see us through. And I'm happy. Onto the breach. The burden upon you is strangely light for the gravity of the situation. You have been building up to this reckoning since you first set out from Arkham and have braced yourself for multiple times for the task. You nod to the guardian of the gates, and the tarnished doors swing open. Ozma and Glinda approach behind you with the city's hopeful in tow, all wishing you the very best of luck. The Queen and the Sorceress remain to preserve the Emerald City as the source of regrowth should your mission succeed, and the common folk can offer little else but hope for risk of becoming infected thralls of the color. With your own abilities and tools ready at hand, you signal to your comrades to join your march to the city gates and out into the blasted countryside. Proceed to Scenario 8, True Colors. We've done it! We've done it. And with that, we have one scenario left in Beards the Color Out of Oz, and it's been a quite enjoyable time. I've been having a good one. I like the campaign a lot. Because it's just like nice, fun, simple Arkham. What's there to not like, you know? Huge thank you to all of our patrons for supporting the channel, and also, of course, to Beard for designing this whole campaign. We'll see how this goes next week if you're watching on YouTube, but if you're watching live on Twitch, we're going to do it right now, as soon as we find out what to spend 8 experience on in our decks, to be honest. I don't really know what to buy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one, and as always, a GG's.